Hi folks, we should be back on. Looks like we are. Cool. Elder Scrolls Online today, carrying on with the Summerset main quest line in our attempt to get through both Summerset and Southern Elsewhere before Greymoor comes out, or shortly thereafter. And that will mean that we've done all of the main quest stories up to date when we do that. But there's still huge amounts of side quests and other stuff we haven't tried yet in the game, so we're nowhere near to completing it. Last time we started off with the intermediary quest between Clockwork City and Summerset, completed that, and we've done the first quest in the Summerset main quest line, and we discovered that there's a nasty Daedric cult causing trouble on Summerset, which is not unexpected, because the storyline we're doing overall is known as the Daedric War. So yeah, we're carrying on basically. Right. So we're actually in Artaeum now, which is lovely. Okay. Let's see. We have no crakes. And Simweaver. Ooh. Well, that's pretty. Oh, okay. 3B because I'm ESO Plus. We will purchase. Thank you. Right, and we've got something here. Thank you. Right, so we have to assist the Psijics in examination of the Abyssal Pearl that we recovered. Right. Whoa. So for seal study, that looks nasty. Clockwork City, the last DLC we did before we came here, was all in Seal City.
You must be the adventurer that Valcerin was going on about. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to our secret island. Oh, I suppose you already talked to the Ritemaster, seeing as you're here in Kapora Tower.
The Ritemaster sent me to get an amplification elixir for the ritual they're conducting.
That strange pearl has certainly been reluctant to reveal its secrets. The Ritemaster hates it when an inanimate object refuses to cooperate. Regarding the amplification elixir, I just cataloged it. It's a Sotha Seal creation, as you'd expect.
Sotha Seal's a member of the Psijic Order?
What? No, not in the traditional sense. He's not one of our monks, if that's what you're asking. More like an honorary member, I guess you'd say. According to my records, the silver vial should be right over there.
I'll find it.
As soon as the pearl arrived via Valcerin's transference spell, the Ritemaster gathered the conclave to prepare an augury ritual. He's been cycling sages through to keep them fresh, while slowly increasing the intensity of the ritual.
So why aren't you helping with the ritual?
I'm the Ritemaster's acolyte. I have other duties to perform. Besides, such a complex ritual requires the power of the conclave of the 11 forces. I'm not that strong yet. Under the Ritemaster's tutelage, I expect to attain that rank. One day.
How did an Imperial end up in the Psijic Order?
Despite opinions to the contrary, being an Altmer isn't a prerequisite for membership in the Psijic Order. The Ritemaster noticed my potential and invited me to join. I had a year to consider the offer, but I made my decision immediately.
I'm not sure I understand where we are. How did the Psijics hide Artaeum?
I'm not allowed to reveal where you are, or how our magic works, other than to tell you that you have arrived upon the fabled island of the Psijic Order, Artaeum. While we're not currently part of Nirn's reality, we still keep track of events there.
How do you manage to keep track of events on them from wherever this is?
I could say we have our ways and leave it at that, but you deserve a better explanation. The Ritemaster sends Psijics back to the world to perform tasks and gather information. Plus, we have powerful scrying magic that reveals all sorts of details.
I better find that elixir the Ritemaster requested.
I was examining the vial of amplification elixir myself just a short time ago. It should be right over there.
There's the pearl.
Was Oriandra able to direct you to the proper elixir? Without something to amplify the magic, our ritual is going to fail.
Here's the amplification elixir you requested.
Just in time. For the next stage of the ritual, if you have no objections, I'd like you to join us. Your experiences alongside Valsarin might help reveal what has so far eluded our efforts.
How can I help?
We'll handle the magic. You pour the elixir into the scrying pool and stand close. As the ritual's power amplifies, your experiences with the Pearl and the False Aldark should help the augury do its job.
And what is the augury's job exactly?
We want to discover the origin of the Pearl and its strange magic. In addition, anything we can learn about the False Aldark and his connection to the Pearl would be helpful. Otherwise, we're stepping blindly into Oblivion's maw here.
Alright, tell me what you need me to do.
Pour the elixir into the pool. That should provide the final boost we need to trigger the augury.
Here we stand, the most favored servants of Clavicus Vile, Mephala, and Nocturnal, on the verge of the greatest victory for our princes.
Are you sure those creatures can be trusted?
Have no fear. Isn't that why we formed the Court of Bedlam? Besides, what happens next in Relenthiel will seal Summerset's fate.
That was unnerving. It seems the False Aldark belonged to an alliance of Daedric cultists called the Court of Bedlam. Imagine, the faithful of Clavicus Vile, Mephala, and Nocturnal working together. This is more serious than I anticipated.
Have you ever heard of the Court of Bedlam?
No, but I'm hardly an expert on the Daedric cults of Tamriel. The magic I sensed in the Pearl, though, it doesn't contain the taint of Oblivion. We're missing something, but what? I suppose we'll need to find out what's going on in Relenthiel.
I can travel to Relenthiel.
I hoped you'd say that. Relenthiel sits to the west of Shimmerine, just across the mountains. I'll send Valsarin with you to talk to the Cannon Reeve. The False Aldark may be dead, but Mephala's and Nocturnal's agents remain, as well as the Pearls.
I have a few questions before I head out.
I may not be a natural prognosticator, but I had a feeling you might. Go ahead. I'll answer what I can.
You the Daedric princes always work together.
From what I've experienced, an alliance isn't just unusual. It's contrary to their very nature. Oh, they'll work together from time to time, but something as complex as what Sotha Seal hinted at is unheard of. Makes me interested to learn more.
What can you tell me about Relenthiel?
Very little, I'm afraid. The last time I passed through that area was more than 350 years ago. They made an exquisite wine, as I recall, and the House of Reveries theater troupe always put on an entertaining show.
Did you learn anything more about the Pearl?
The augury ritual extracted a vision of the False Aldark and the Court of Bedlam, but nothing specifically about the Pearl. Its magic isn't Daedric, though. How they can steal life energy and use it to summon those sea creatures remains a mystery.
Maybe they're tapping into some other power source specifically because you wouldn't be able to detect it so obviously. Interesting. Very interesting. Right. So, my villa. How nice. Okay, let's see if we can travel where we need to go from the way shrine rather than going all the way to the portal. There's Cold Harbour, there's the Clockwork City, and there's Artaeum. Okay, so we need to get there. We only have 2 way shrines so far, and that one would be the closest. As it's 3 to travel from a way shrine, we will do that. Now, I think it might be time for a change of pet and mount, given that we've been using these ones for a while. Mount first. I'm tempted by the Indric. Okay. White mane horse? That's not much different, is it? Oh. Mean to do that. I think given that we're in the yeah. I think we will go with the Indric. In terms of non-combat pets, ooh, Psijic mascot pony. I think that's yes. Oh, a Psijic escort charger. Okay, yeah, we're doing stuff for the Psijics. We will. We are now suitably attired. Again, side quests that we're ignoring. I'm going to spend a year catching up on my side quests alone. Not to mention doing all the other stuff that comes into completing the zone 100%. Aha!
Seeking a sip of fine Russifeld red? Prepare for disappointment.
Oh dear. That didn't sound good. Right, another thing we should do, well, another 2 things. We could do with some food, and we need to change our weapon. We currently have a weapon that's good against Daedra and Undead, but there's nothing to say that we're going to be fighting those here. So, lots of frost damage. Less magic damage, but restores health as well. And another one that grants a damage shield. Problem with the damage shield is we're already going to be getting damage shields. So I'm going to say we will go with that one. Right. Be on our way. Ah. We've gone slightly the wrong way. That's correct. Ooh. Law book. I want the law book. Yes. Well, this looks idyllic. What Daedric evil.
This one has been looking for you.
There you are, Raz. Okay.
Raz's investigations have brought him to Relanthiel. When this one noticed your Psijic friend slip into town, Raz figured you'd be along soon. So, what did you discover on Arteum, the island that isn't here anymore? Ugh, that made Raz's head hurt.
We learned the Force Eldar belonged to a Daedric cult called the Court of Bedlam.
Yes, this one has been exploring the Daedric connection as well. But Raz hates Daedra. In Raz's experience, very little good comes from dealing with Daedra or their cultists. And this revelation brings you to Relanthiel, yes?
Other members of the cult mentioned that something was going to happen in Relanthiel.
That is disturbingly vague. Why must cryptic cultists be so... cryptic? Well, Raz saw Valserin head toward Canonry Farmeldo's house. This one suggests we start our investigation of the area there.
That would make sense. Right, that's where I was supposed to meet Valserin.
I bet the dead of Tanzelwell had a lot to say about Irene.
Go inside and we'll discuss this later. And take off that ridiculous hood.
Ridiculous? I'll show you what's ridiculous. I'll show you all!
You think as Canon Reeve I'd be immune to the troublesome temper of a spoiled and rebellious child. But what distinguished visitors I have today. A wandering sage, a well-dressed Khajiit, and you. What brings such a group to Relanthiel?
We're investigating reports of unusual occurrences here in Relanthiel.
Investigating? For who? Well, there have been 3 reports this week of someone disappearing. And my intractable son Nadoril and his malcontent friends have been cavorting around the large sinkhole that recently appeared.
Do you think the missing people, the sinkhole, and your son's friends are related?
What are you implying? They're just young and proud of their heritage. I wouldn't draw such a harsh conclusion without substantial evidence. I can't understand why they're fascinated with the sinkhole, but that doesn't make them criminals.
Any objection to us investigating the sinkhole?
It's unusual for newcomers to encroach upon Altmer affairs, especially since we rarely saw any prior to the Queen's decree. If you want to investigate, I won't try to stop you. And if anything happens, maybe it will teach my son to avoid the place.
I'll let you know if we find anything to be concerned about.
Raz wants to ask the Canon Reeve a few more questions. Take the Psijic and go investigate this sinkhole.
Right, so we need to enter the sinkhole, which is back towards the Way Shrine.
I'll meet you in the sinkhole.
Literally in the sinkhole. It's below me. Right. Shall we? I'm not sure we should, but... Nope, we shouldn't have. But it's the first death of the day, so we can just revive here at no cost. Yay for soul magic. I think we will take care. Alright, how's the charge on our weapons? It's good. Foundations of the Summerset Isle have been firm and unchanging for millennia, and phenomena like sinkholes have been rare and infrequent until quite recently. Hey.
He attacked Eldon, and one of those horrible creatures tore off my hood!
Oh dear God, what are you doing, boy? Aha. Oh, Valsarin, right, okay.
That young woman was certainly in a hurry. And what was that about Nadoral and an attack?
You said an Nodoril attacked someone and something about creatures.
Yes, well, let's be on our guard then. I don't think this sinkhole is completely natural. Its size concerns me. If the ground continues to fall away, it could swallow all of Relenthiel.
Do you really think this sinkhole is that dangerous?
It certainly feels dangerous. And if it does figure into the Court of Bedlin's plans, well, I can't think of a more frightening event than watching Relenthiel get swallowed by a sinkhole. Let's proceed and find out what's going on down here.
Given that I've personally witnessed the playmeld up close, I can think of much more frightening events. However, he is not wrong that that would be a bad thing. Well,
The walls and ceiling, they don't look stable. I'll try to reinforce the weak spots and catch up with you.
interesting. Oh, that was unkind. Fortunately, we're bugged at the moment, so you can't see my axe, which is annoying. Well, we're in the right area. Skelly Bob.
More of those Yagra creatures. Be careful.
Off you go, Bob.
The size of this place. It's almost as if someone dug up through the island. I'll teleport closer to the central area and meet you there.
If you insist. Personally, I'm not sure that's the best idea.
Help! Please help!
Right. Is that going to come up here? Doesn't look like it. You tell me.
Bastard stabbed me. God, this hurts.
Tell me what happened.
It was just kind of fun. Joining
Ah.
the Court of Bedlam. Espousing the virtues of our Ultima heritage. But Nadoral, he took things too far.
Hi, Ginger Nuts. I'm good, thank you. I hope you're well. What do you mean, too far?
When we heard that they planned to release those creatures, I made the mistake of saying they were insane. Nadoral objected, called me unworthy. That's when he stabbed me.
Where's Nadoral now?
The Court of Bedlam will eradicate the lesser races. Maybe even
Oh.
deal with our unworthy queen.
That's treason. I think we'll deal with that the old-fashioned way by separating your head from your body. I think Nadoral has put himself at the top of our "we need to kill him" list.
Over here. Keep quiet and tell me if you see what I see.
Hoo-hoo.
You see that, right? My eyes aren't playing tricks on me. That's a sea slode. They haven't been seen in Summerset since, well, it's been centuries at least.
Mm-hmm. What's a sea
A
slode then?
vile and dangerous species. Very powerful. The sea slode come from the distant underwater kingdom of Ulvorkus. Who's that hooded figure with the slode? And look, more of those abyssal pearls. They're everywhere.
Why are the sea slodes dangerous?
Slode are a godless people. Perhaps the most hated in Tamriel. And the sea slode are even worse. They employ depraved magic and have long coveted Summerset. They believe it once belonged to them. They pillage, release plagues. They're horrible.
Does this have anything to do with the Court of Bedlam?
The hooded figure could be a member of this so-called Court of Bedlam. At this point, nothing would surprise me. That slode has me worried, though. I can't think of anything worse than an alliance between those foul beasts and Daedric cultists.
I think she lacks imagination. Could this be the source of the abyssal pearls?
They could certainly have a connection to the sea slode's submerged kingdom, but they appear to have been placed down here. Look how the Yagra are drawn to them. I'll head for the sea slode. You deal with those abyssal pearls.
I'll destroy the pearls.
Master, intruders in the cave.
Heed me, my creatures! Destroy the intruders!
That young idiot. We need to get over there.
Witness the power of Katora, the Abyssal Cabal!
Okay. Ooh.
We're almost there.
I wonder. Oh,
Destroy the pearls! We can't let those creatures reach the surface! The
okay,
sea
if I
slug
can
and the
just...
hooded figure are gone. I'll try to determine where they disappeared to.
Right, damage shields up. Okay. We want to drop this on you. Yeah. You were already dead. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Skill lines. Don't need hexproof at the moment, but I do want to power up my ultimate. So I do want necrotic potency. No reason why I can't have necrotic potency on both. Okay, and I'm not in a group, so I don't want that one. I want to be able to call a bone Goliath up. That's better. Well, whatever magic they've got, it doesn't beat my necromancy.
This way! Up here!
I'm guessing. This is where I want to go. Hey!
Damn! No sign of where the sea slow disappeared to. Damn it! I wasn't fast enough.
So that's it, the sea slowed escaped.
For the time being, let's see what's through that opening.
Okay.
The sea slode left us something to remember it by. We need to dispatch that creature.
So, my first thought is, can we do this from rain? That's horrible. Okay. Come on in. Just power through.
There! I think we can get out over there.
Okay.
Hurry, this... Somehow Raz knew he'd find you.
Excuse me, Raz, just doing some crafting bits.
Ceaseloads! This is worse than the Ritemaster imagined.
Did the pretty Psijic say Ceaseload? No. Raz must have heard wrong. That could not have been what she said.
The sea-slowed Katora is working with the Court of Bedlam, including the Cannon Reef Sun.
Slowed? That's bad. And Sea-slowed? That sounds even worse. If the Sea-slowed threatens Summerset, Queen Irene must be informed. We need to act. Wait. What did you say about the Cannon Reef Sun?
Katora joined the Court of Bedlam. He killed a fellow initiate and was working with the Slow.
Daedra worshippers. In Summerset. And Slowed. Oh, Raz likes this situation less and less. As for Nedoril, Raz knows how to deal with traitors. This one will meet you at the Cannon Reef's house.
I'll see you there. Let me just check. Where are we on the... Yeah, this is still the 2nd of... 2nd of 9. Well, we may as well pick this up. And we also may as well see if there's any lore books here. I do want to finish the Mages Guild quest line, so more lore books would be good. Well, that don't look good. Something got ambushed. What the... What the heck are you? Oh. Right. We need to go back. Oh, straight ahead in fact. So pretty. So, Canon Reeve, we need to talk.
The Eye of the Queen? How dare you accuse my son of treason? The Queen's Eye. How dare he not identify himself when he first arrived? And how dare he accuse my foolish son of something as serious as treason? The Queen shall hear of this, mark my words.
Medora's more than foolish. He killed a high elf and is working with the Sea Slode.
Sea Slode? Plus all this nonsense about Altma's superiority, and now murder? I am the Canon Reeve of Relenthil. I took an oath to serve and protect my community. How in the Queen's name am I supposed to reconcile my son's actions?
That's not something I can help you with.
Oh, Nadoril, what have you done? Please, you must talk to the Queen's Eye. He needs to show mercy. I'm sure we can find a way to resolve this without... Oh, here comes Nadoril now.
Your son has a lot to answer for.
Turn me into a god!
Foolishness can be ignored. Murder and treason, not so much.
You and your queen have no authority over a true Altma, you mangy cat.
This one cannot allow your crimes to stand unanswered.
Nadoril! No! No!
Yeah,
I understand.
Sparrow.
Sometimes the eye sees treason and must cut it out before it spreads. This one is sorry you had to witness that.
Wouldn't you have arrested Nadoril instead of executing him? Although I would have executed him.
Blasphemy, treason, murder. How many crimes must one commit to attract the attention of the executioner's blade? Raz decided that a message had to be sent. Enemies of the Queen will not be tolerated.
I've rarely seen you this serious.
Treason and the Queen's justice are serious business. Raz has been forced into this role on rare occasions, but he never seeks it out or looks forward to wielding the blade. A necessary part of my job, yes.
Is there anything else you need from me right now?
No. Raz will see to the Canon Reeve and send word to the Queen before looking deeper into the Court of Bedlam. You should return to Arteum and let the Psijics know what we learned. I tell you, Five Claw, this whole situation makes Raz want to hiss.
Right. Having a quick look around for any law books. Bye bye, Nadoril. Okay. No law books that I can see. Let's head for the way shrine.
More traitor go free. I guess everyone deserves a second chance.
You're not wrong, Fluffy Free. Sorry, your son is dead. Commences looting. Yep. It's the MMO way. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Good to see you again. Right, so we should be able to jump back to Arteum from here. Yay, we're not on Nern anymore. Right. Gonna grab some food, I'll be back. See you shortly. I hope food is tasty.
Friend of Valseren, I have a proposal for you.
Uh-huh. Any orbits. Nope, nothing is glowing purple.
Ah, friend of Valseren. I've been informed that you encountered a sea sload in a sinkhole beneath Relenthiel. That bodes ill for Summerset, perhaps all of Nirn. I fear there are difficult days ahead.
The sea sload called itself Ketora.
I'm familiar with that particular sea sload and its renegades. Call themselves the Abyssal Cabal. I thought I defeated them long ago, but it appears I was in error. What about the pearls? Valseren mentioned you encountered more in the sinkhole.
Ketora used abyssal pearls to summon Yagra to attack Relenthiel.
Val described those seaborne monstrosities. I have a vague recollection of Ketora utilizing such creatures in the past, but for some reason, the memories refuse to snap into focus. I suppose that's another mystery I'll need to look into.
Why would the Daedric princes require the aid of the sea slodes?
The Daedric princes require minions to carry out their will, and the Slode have always had an interest in the green and pleasant island. It isn't hard to see why they might work together. For now, you have my thanks for assisting Valseren. I asked the Conclave of the 11 Forces to ponder how we can learn more from the Abyssal Pearl. With the additional information you provided, I expect that Iridel or Amalira will be able to develop a new avenue of investigation now.
What more do you hope to learn from the Abyssal Pearl?
The augury ritual revealed the connection to the Court of Bedlam and pointed to trouble in Relenthiel. Now we need to determine where Ketora and the Sea Slodes are hiding. The Abyssal Pearl should be able to point us in the right direction.
How can I help?
Meet me in the main gallery. We can consult with the rest of the Conclave and use the scrying pool to continue our probe of the Pearl. As much as this situation concerns me, I must admit, I somewhat enjoy being in the middle of the action again.
I'll meet you in the main gallery.
Ritemaster, the Abyssal Pearl, it's gone!
Gone? How? I set the protections personally.
How could the Abyssal Pearl disappear like that? It makes no sense.
When was the last time anyone saw
A
it?
few hours ago. We left it in the scrying pool in the main gallery while the members of the Conclave of the 11 Forces went to deal with other matters of importance. When I returned, I immediately noticed that the pearl was missing.
Didn't the Ritemaster place the protections on the pearl?
Yes, that's standard procedure when dealing with an unknown relic. But that just makes the pearl's disappearance more troubling. Something about this feels wrong.
What is the Conclave of the 11 Forces, by the way?
The Conclave serves as the Order's ruling body. It takes its name from the 11 forces of nature that we revere and follow as part of the old ways. The Conclave assists the Ritemaster with matters of study, policy, and significant research.
Well, we'll get to the bottom of this.
A terrible
See what the
shame
scrying
General
pool
Dari.
reveals. There's
I
something happening
suppose
on
you
the
had to
beach.
do
It's
what
the
was
Yagra. They're invading Artaeum.
The Pearl. Somehow it was used to summon the Yagra. We need to defend the beach.
Wait, is that a sword?
That would be mine. I'm on my way to help. Eventually.
The Golden Knight and his sword can wait. The Yagra are our primary concern.
Okay.
The scrying pool revealed that Yagra have invaded our island. They must have somehow used the Abyssal Pearl to open a pathway. We need to get down to the beach and repel the invaders.
Why are the Yagra invading the island?
The Sea Sload have always been envious of Artaeum and its secrets. From the beach, they can reach the ruins of the College of Psijic, where we store relics and other items of arcane significance. If the Sea Sload acquire any of those artifacts...
Yaga are attacking by the beach. How did the pearl get down there?
That's a mystery we can solve after we deal with the immediate problem. We need to get down to the beach, destroy the pearl, and close the Yagara's portal. Will you aid me in these endeavors?
I'll help.
Follow the Ritemaster. I'll portal myself and meet you there.
My word, the vision showed us the Dawnbreaker. I'm almost positive.
Right. Southeast Beach. Okay.
Let me accompany you.
You need to rally the others. Your friend and I should be able to handle this. We can reach the beach through this section of the old college.
Looks kind of cool.
Hurry, this way. Before we charge into certain danger, you need to know something isn't right. I remember defeating Katora, but somehow the creature and its cabal have returned. And the pearl, I have a vague memory of moving it myself.
Oh dear.
I am unsettled.
Why would you move the pearl and not tell anyone?
That's just it. The vague memory. It feels as though it belongs to someone else. Forgive me. We can worry about that later. Now, we need to find the Abyssal Pearl and cut off its connection to Artaeum. Only then can we stop the flow of Yagra.
I can destroy the pearl.
Very good. After the pearl is destroyed, we need to search the vaults and make sure none of the creatures breach the defenses. I tried to examine the area through the scrying pool, but something blocked my efforts. Are you ready to proceed?
I'm ready. Oh, this is cool.
There's the pearl. Destroy it and close that portal. Now let's go check on the vaults.
Well, we've got some assistance.
This way! Hurry!
We got lots of assistance. Okay.
These ancient vaults house relics of great power and unusual nature. I sense Yes, Katora is here. Be on your guard, friend of Valcerin.
You think Katora is
The
here?
Sea Slode, or one of its agents. I have a strange feeling, so be on your guard.
Is there a particular relic the Sea Slode seeks?
I can think of a number of likely candidates, including a few relics we believe originated in the ancient Sea Slode kingdom of Ulverkus. Let's get to the central rotunda and begin our search there.
Lead the way. Of course, I have to lead the way.
I smell something delicious. Something awfully
Father's Daedra, they sealed the chamber. We'll need to go through them.
I seal this place, mortal flea!
Strike now!
Barrier of webs. Burn it away so we can enter the rotunda.
Right, if we're potentially dealing with Daedra, we want to get this out.
Another Daedric intrusion?
My apologies. Daedric interference and Artaeum's own defenses delayed my arrival. Mephalla's webs? Oh, I hate those things! Allow me. Damn it! You found me again! I'll return when I can!
A champion of Meridia? At least he was helpful.
Well, I have worked with Meridia before. Like, she kind of helped to stop the plane melt and helped me beat Murloc Bal, so we're good with Meridia.
Katora? I killed you. I remember our battle as clear as day.
You remember exactly what I want you to remember. And thanks to the orbs of Brock and Drell, your deepest memories will be mine. Back one! This does not concern the likes of you!
Wow.
Here, quickly. We need to hurry if we're going to help the Ritemaster.
Abba the Slug, maybe?
It's a good thing I followed you after I alerted the rest of the Conclave. I think I can counteract Katora's mind magic, but I'll need your help.
What's happening to the Ritemaster?
Katora is using the power of the orbs of Barakandrel to enhance his mind magic and lock the Ritemaster in a mental grip.
Eat salt, yes.
From what I can discern, the Sea Slode is flipping through his memories, as you or I would turn the pages of a book.
What are the orbs of Brakandral?
An ancient implement. 3 matched orbs that our Relic Master believes originated in the Sea of Pearls. We long suspected they were connected to the Sea Slode. Katora thinks the power of the relic will keep us from interfering. But I have an idea.
So what do you need me to do?
Take this ward key. It will disable the protections on the repositories, so you can locate the Ulvor staff and bring it to me. I can use the staff to breach the barrier and aid the Ritemaster. Just watch out for any lingering Yagra.
I will find the staff. This sword is... oh, a monstrosity. Right. Or a big boot. I find those are really effective with slugs. Yeah, no, I agree. Okay, so let's... we're not facing Daedra now. So these are water creatures. So maybe they are more... that's a frost axe. Right. That was slightly the wrong abilities there. Cool. Gonna need a bigger boat.
Cease your struggles! Your memories belong to Katora now.
That sounds just lovely. Now, this is the way we want to go. Cool. Right, how do we get to Val'Seren? Would be the obvious route.
can't resist forever. The heart of transparent law will be mine.
Okay, so the heart of transparent law, you say? No idea what that is.
We're running out of time. Whatever the Sea Slode searches for in the Ritemaster's mind, I believe it is close to finding it. Have you brought me the Ulvor staff?
Here it is.
Excellent. And it appears to be in perfect condition. With the staff, I'm certain I can pierce the barrier and open a path to the mindscape where the Ritemaster struggles against Keturah.
So we're going to enter the Ritemaster's mind.
Not we. You. I need to remain here to anchor you to the physical world. And you're going into Keturah's mind. We'll use the connection between them to put you where you can actually hurt the Sea Slode within its own mindscape.
How can I hurt Keturah in the mindscape?
Keturah's mindscape is the perfect place to hurt the Sea Slode. It's where he's most vulnerable. In a place where thoughts become reality, you'll be able to stop Keturah once and for all. Now touch the staff and go save the Ritemaster.
I will enter the mindscape.
Touch the Ulvor staff and enter the mindscape.
Reveal the first memory. Oh, whoa! Yeah, literally his brain.
You dare enter my domain, worm?
Vanquish the Guardians to reveal each protected memory. You'll weaken Keturah and learn something at the same time.
Oh.
A bargain is a bargain. The island for the heart of transparent law.
Yes, just as we agreed. But only a portion of the crystal. We don't want to alert the Sapiarchs too soon.
Tell your fellow princes all will be well. The Ritemaster is no match for my mind magic.
So Nocturnal has assured me. Don't disappoint us, Keturah.
Ooh, Daedric princes. Keturah doesn't keep it company.
for one purpose, worm.
Your abyssal cabal may defeat me, but you'll never stand against the entire Psijic Order.
Once again you fail to grasp the obvious. When the time is right, you will do exactly as I command. Until then, forget.
Ooh.
The Ritemaster's waking up. You need to press on.
Not sure what that was. I think I just interrupted something. Did he?
You shall be eradicated. Forgotten.
I will enter the Crystal Tower. I will take the heart of transparent law.
Yes. Yes. Hide it away until
Are
I
they?
call for you to give it to me.
Thank you
But
very
even
much.
the princes must know where it is.
Hide the heart.
Thank you very much for that subscription. It's greatly appreciated.
My memory shields! You destroyed them!
Yep. And now it's time to destroy you. Yay!
Feel the crushing weight of your own insignificance!
Let's deal with the ads. Okay, this guy's tough. He's healing. Okay. This isn't an easy fight. Right. Gotcha.
Door's mine. It's shutting down. I'm taking the Ritemaster back to his study. You need to get out of there.
You imagined Artaeum a bit differently, but this looks cool. Well, we're inside the Ritemaster's mind at the moment.
A sea slode. Interesting. I haven't dissected such a specimen in an exceedingly long unit of temporal measurement.
Where are Valsarin and the Ritemaster?
Valsarin took the Ritemaster to Kapora Tower to administer to his wounds. Luckily for you, I arrived in time to help Valsarin open a path out of the slode's dying mind. What did you learn before the mindscape collapsed?
Katora made a deal with Daedric princes and altered the Ritemaster's memories.
Yes, I surmised as much. The triad of Daedric princes has become bold in its attempts to influence Nirn, though influence seems to be the least of their goals. The Slode, however, was unable to harvest whatever memory it sought from the Ritemaster.
Katora wanted to learn where the Ritemaster hid something called the Heart of Transparent Law.
That revelation disturbs me.
Oops.
I feared the Crystal Tower was too tempting a target for the Daedric Triad. I need to ponder the full implications of their plot.
Hi, Ginger Nuts.
Meanwhile, I suggest you go to Kapora Tower and see how the Ritemaster is faring.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is Artaeum proper. Nope. I'm not there yet. Yay, Artaeum. As you can see. So...
As you wish, Ritemaster. I shall travel to Lilandril immediately.
I owe you a debt of gratitude, friend of Valserin. What the two of you did to help me, that was a step beyond. Thank you. And it seems you accomplished what I failed to do. You ended the threat of Katora.
I saw Katora's memories, but I'm not totally clear on what happened to you.
Katora tricked me in the past. Made me remember a victory I never won. Then he planted a compulsion. Forced me to steal the heart of transparent law from the Crystal Tower. Apparently I hid it and forgot about it. He sought that memory.
What's the significance of the heart of transparent law?
The Crystal Tower stands as a mystical protection for Summerset. Transparent law, a crystal at the top of the tower, serves as its source of power. With the heart removed from the crystal, the protection provided by the tower slowly weakens.
Oh. So the heart is part of a larger crystal?
Yes. A smaller gem that had been embedded in the larger crystal. If the Daedric princes acquire the heart, they could take control of the Crystal Tower. Valserin and Oriandra will warn Summerset, while I try to remember where I hid the heart.
Is there anything I can do to help restore your missing memories?
You helped me remember my true encounter with Katora and his Abyssal Cabal. I remember how they defeated me 300 years ago, compelled me to do their bidding, made me forget. For now, I need solitude to seek the memories that still elude me. Perhaps the Psijic sages can help me remember where I hid the heart of transparent law. At least you stopped Katora before the Sea Sload gained that knowledge. In the meantime, we must warn the Sapiarchs of the threat to the Crystal Tower.
Who are the Sapiarchs?
The Sapiarchs are Summerset's foremost scholars. They are the keepers of the Crystal Tower and the custodians of the College of Sapiarchs. Among their many responsibilities, they have trained every heir who ever sat upon Alinor's throne.
You need me to warn them?
I sent Valserin to Lilandril, where the College of Sapiarchs is located, to scout the area and see if the Court of Bedlam has made any moves against them. I need you to travel to Alinor to secure the Proxy Queen's permission to enter the college.
I'll go to Alinor immediately.
My actions have weakened the Crystal Tower and endangered Summerset. I hate to think what else that foul creature forced me to do with its powerful mind magic. Forgive my musings. I'll send word to Alinor so that the Proxy Queen knows to expect you.
Does the Proxy Queen know who you are?
While we have never been formally introduced, the Proxy Queen is quite familiar with the reputation of the Psijic Order and its Ritemaster. She will adhere to the ancient dictates and provide the assistance we need in this matter.
Okay, so Katora has been controlling your actions for all these years.
No. I doubt Katora's magic could reach to Artaeum once I removed it from the world. I think that's why I hid the island. A sort of preservation instinct. If not for the Abyssal Pearl, Katora would never have been able to exert its influence again.
Where did you send Valserin and Oriandra?
I sent Valserin to Lilandril to scout the area around the College of Sapiarchs. She'll meet you there once you get the Proxy Queen's permission. As for Oriandra, I sent her to warn Razumdar, the Eye of the Queen. He needs to be informed.
And who's the Proxy Queen?
Queen Iren's regent while she's away. Proxy Queen Alwyn oversees the governance of Summerset from the royal palace in Alinor. I've never met her, but all reports indicate she's fair, if a bit set in her ways.
And tell me more about the Sapiarchs.
The Sapiarchs are the sages of Summerset, a college of scholars and teachers showcasing the finest minds in Altmer society. Each Sapiarch is devoted to a single area of expertise, and together they maintain our age's greatest collection of knowledge.
And what do the Sapiarchs have to do with the Crystal Tower?
The Sapiarchs serve as the curators of the Crystal Tower. A pair of Sapiarchs called the Tower Sentinels protect the 2 keys needed to open the way into the tower. We'll need their help eventually. First though, the Proxy Queen.
And why is the Crystal Tower so important?
The Crystal Tower is a manifestation of ancient and powerful magic, as well as a symbol for the Altmer. Its presence protects Summerset. The Sea Slode used me to weaken that protection, making their invasion possible. Beyond that, there are rumors.
Rumors? What kind?
The kind that make me wary of allowing either the Sea Slode or the Daedric princes to possess its power. Legends say that the Crystal Tower exists in every planar realm at the same time. It literally connects every reality.
Okay. Where am I going? I'm going there. I may as well recall to there then. Right. Let's go see this Proxy Queen. Oh, night time. Okay. Royal Palace. This looks lovely.
A thousand pardons, but the battle reeve requires your prompt appearance at the Proxy Queen's court.
Mm-hmm. First I'm going to find the way shrine. Then I'll get right on that.
The Office of Divine Prosecution seeks deputies with moral aptitude.
Not sure that includes me, given that I'm a necromancer and member of the Thieves Guild. Ah. Okay, we need to get up there, do we? Maybe this way? Looks like this is the route. Ooh, very swish.
As I have said, the proxy queen is unable to hold an audience with petitioners at this time.
Palace is the site of the fabled throne of Alanor, been occupied almost continuously by a single line of royal succession dating back to the Merapheric era. Ariane, the current monarch, is represented by her cousin, Proxy Queen.
We grow accustomed to the influx of visitors to our blessed isle, though your increasing numbers remain a source of concern to our nobles. We, however, find the many non-Altmer faces to be interesting. What business brings you to the palace?
The Ritemaster of the Psijic Order sent me to get your permission to enter the College of Sapir.
The Psijic Order? We have not heard a word from that august body in a star's age, and then word arrives that we should expect to visit her. Why would we grant access to the Sapiarch's private compound? Speak true if you want our aid in this matter.
The Crystal Tower is in danger. The Ritemaster sent me to warn the Sapiarch.
This involved the business that Razumdar was telling us about. The Queen's cat claimed he had eyes in the Psijic Order, but we assumed that was more of his braggadocio. Very well. We'll send word to Lilandril that you may cross to the college.
Is there anything I should know about the College of Sapir?
The newcomer wants us to blather on about the many wonders of the Blessed Isle. Why, by all means. Let us sing the praises of the Sapiarchs, reveal a recipe for an Altmer delicacy, and select the best House of Reveries performance for you to attend.
I'm getting the sense I may have offended you in some way.
Indeed. Perhaps you aren't as dull as we first presumed. My queen has asked that we welcome you, so we shall tell you that the Sapiarchs are our teachers. The compound in Lilandril serves as the seat of their prestigious college.
I'll travel there immediately.
And we shall alert the Portal Master to accommodate you. Once inside, seek out Lana Teal, Sapiarch of Archaeology. She leads the college and should hear the Ritemaster's warning. There, we have done our deed for the day.
Okay. I need to get to there. Yeah. That one. Off I go. Very cool.
Yeah.
Ooh. Presumably that's the College of Sapiarchs. griffin. No, it's just sat there minding its own business, so I'm going to leave it alone.
Hail, mighty warrior!
Okay.
Honestly, I think she plans to do something rash. She might even attack the guards. Ugh. Never.
What is it?
Stay strong, Emil. I'll get you out of this.
Secure the prisoner in the Fighter's Guild.
I've checked over Lillandrill from top to bottom, and there's no sign of the Court of Bedlam. I can't get the Portal Master to let me go to the college compound, though. Have you brought permission from the Proxy Queen?
The Proxy Queen promised she'd send word to grant us access to the college.
Good, good. I was about to turn that insignificant book dust into something small, wet, and slimy. It would have made matters worse, but it might have brightened the dark mood I've been in. Sorry, I don't mean to burden you with my troubles.
There's something I can help you with?
No. The mission is more important than personal matters. I'm sure Lathan will turn up, eventually. In the meantime, you should talk to the Portal Master and see if she's ready to grant us access to the college.
Tell me about Lathan.
Lathan and I met when we were initiates of the Psijic Order. We fell in love and married, had a daughter. We had all the things we ever wanted. And then everything changed. After we lost our daughter, Lathan grew distant, more subdued.
You lost your daughter?
It happened ages ago, after a long illness. We lived on an island filled with the most accomplished sages of our age, and there was nothing that could be done. We tried. I tried. But the illness took her in the end. Lathan was never the same.
So Lathan left Artaeum?
No, it wasn't like that. When the Ritemaster first learned of the possible Daedric threat, Lathan volunteered to look into it. We both thought it would be good for Lathan to get away, give him something to occupy his time. Then he disappeared.
Disappeared?
Lathan's reports became less frequent. Then he stopped sending them altogether. I'd know if he was dead, but he could be a prisoner or hurt. My main concern right now is the threat posed by the Daedric princes. Lathan will have to wait.
I hope Lathan's not a collaborator with them. Right.
Not now, please. I really must prepare for tonight's lecture. Besides, only those with permission may enter the College of Sapiarchs. We can't have just anyone wandering around the compound.
I need to enter the college, and the Proxy Queen said she would send word.
So you're the luminary the Proxy Queen wants me to treat with kid gloves. And I suppose the arrogant Psijic is with you? Oh, very well. Let's get this over with.
How do we get there?
The compound has been purposely isolated to serve as a sanctuary and place of study. Research and scholarship require solitude and quiet, after all. We use magic to travel back and forth. I'll prepare the portal dais when you're ready to cross.
I'm ready to go to the college now.
Just follow me and step onto the dais. By the 7 sacred texts, who has dared invade this place of learning?
I've got this. You talk to that Sapiarch.
This is unheard of. Attacked in our own sanctuary? This is terrible. Please excuse my present state, as I am distraught beyond all rational thought. I never imagined that Daedra would attack our compound. It's madness. Forgive my lapse in protocol. I am Elamil, Sapiarch of Daedric Fallacies.
Tell me what happened here.
Happened? Oh, it isn't over yet. There was no warning. Daedra filled the compound. So many great minds cut down. We were able to clear the courtyard, but there's more inside. I fear for the safety of the head Sapiarch and our other sages.
I'm getting a suspicious sort of, note from this guy. I came to warn you about the Crystal Tower.
The Crystal Tower? You need to speak to Lanatil, Sapiarch of Arcanology and head of our college. She's trapped inside with those monsters. I suggest you enter through the labyrinth beneath the compound. Just watch out for the Daedra.
I will enter the labyrinth and find...
According to the maps I studied, the labyrinth is this way.
I'll return to Lilondril and warn the guards.
Oh. Thank you. Goodbye for now. Right, so she said Daedra. That means we want our sword.
There's more to this than a simple Daedric incursion. I felt a strange sensation when we arrived. A sense of urgency. We need to hurry and find the trapped Sapiarchs.
You often get sensations like this.
Sometimes. Probably has something to do with living on a displaced island and being part of the Psijic Order. We knew the 3 Daedric princes were a threat. But this is our first clear evidence of their hostile intent.
Do you think the Sapiarchs are still alive?
Even scholars have ways to defend themselves. Which reminds me, I can protect myself, but I'm not much good in a raging battle. I'll try to stay behind you and keep out of the way. Now, let's hurry and go save the Sapiarchs.
Okay. Ogrim? Hello, Ogrim.
Seal this place, mortal flea!
Well, you didn't last very long. Ah, that probably had something to do with it. Yeah.
By the stars! This place is enormous.
Let's stick with this guy. Yeah, much more powerful than me. Not badly timed on my part.
I'd like to explore this compound one day, when fewer Daedra are about, of course.
I don't know what they're using, but they are a lot stronger than me.
Watch your step. There are little ones underfoot.
We should be able to reach the upper levels through there.
Let's stick with this person.
This way. I sense this way.
Cool.
I hear voices up ahead.
No more sages need die today, SilmarUK. Just give me the diamond keys.
The Resolute Diamonds are not mine to give, especially not to a Daedric cultist.
Lathan, stop!
Valcerin, no, damn you!
Wow.
You and your companion arrived in the proverbial nick of time. Now, if you wouldn't mind, who in Oblivion are you, and how did you know the College of Sapiarchs was under assault?
The Ritemaster of the Psijic Order sent us to warn you. Crystal Tower has been compromised.
First, the cultist leads an army of Daedra into our compound and demands I turn over the Resolute Diamonds. Now, you arrive with a warning from the long-absent sages of Artaeum. I think you need to explain yourself before we go any further.
3 Daedric princes work with the Sea Slodes to steal the heart of transparent law.
That's impossible. We would know if the tower's defenses had been breached. But it would explain the disasters currently befalling the Summerset Isle. Let's say I believe you. What does the Ritemaster suggest as the next step?
The Ritemaster is trying to locate the heart. We need to keep the Daedric princes out of the tower.
A reasonable plan. But access to the tower requires the Resolute Diamonds, which are guarded by the tower's Sentinels. Only they can use the keys. I suppose they are the next targets. We need to warn Hanail and Imidril at the Illumination Academy.
I can warn them.
We appreciate your aid in this matter. Before you head to the Illumination Academy, perhaps you can have your friend get that cultist out of my compound. As it is, it's going to take weeks to get rid of the stench of Daedra.
Tell me more about the Sentinels.
Every 11 years, 2 Sapiarchs are selected to undergo a long and extensive ritual to attune them to the Resolute Diamonds, the keys that open the Crystal Tower. These Sentinels guard the diamonds and utilize them to grant access to the tower.
No one else can use the diamonds?
The Azure Diamonds are a matched set, specifically attuned to a pair of Sapiarchs at any given time. Only an attuned Sentinel can use a diamond key, and both keys are required to open the path into the tower.
Then why does this Daedric cultist want the diamonds?
Who can say how much the cultist actually knows about the diamonds and their function? The Daedric prince he serves, however, has magic enough to utilize the diamonds. That's why we must make sure the Sentinels are safe and out of harm's way.
Tell me more about them.
In addition to their Sentinel duties, Hanail and Imidril also serve as scholars in the College of Sapiarchs. They have research to conduct, lectures to give. For their own protection, however, their identities as Sentinels are known only to a few.
Being a Tower Sentinel is a secret, then?
That's our standard practice. Difficult times call for desperate measures, however. You need to know who they are so you can find them and return them to our compound. Hanail needed to use the Academy library, and Imidril accompanied her.
You there. Tell my darling wife to release me, and I'll ask Mathala to kill you quickly when the new age dawns.
You're Valserin's husband. Why do you serve the Daedra?
Spinner saved me from fools and altruistic adventurers. Valserin turned her back on me and my daughter a long time ago. Is it any wonder I've found acceptance and a purpose among the court of Bedlam?
So you betrayed the Psijic Order?
Don't presume to judge my actions, you insignificant flea. I am an earl in the court of Bedlam now, chosen personally by Mathala to represent her on this all-too-fragile world. Leave me. I'm done speaking to you now.
I can't believe I was concerned about the welfare of my husband. To find Lathan here, threatening the Sapiarchs and leading a horde of Daedra. How could he betray the Order like that? How could he betray me?
Why are you holding him in place?
A simple spell of binding. His attention was so focused on the Sapiarchs, he wasn't prepared to deal with another Psijic mage. While you go and find the Tower Sentinels at the Illumination Academy, I'll take Lathan back to Artaeum.
You won't have any trouble getting him back?
I almost hope he gives me a little trouble. I could use a reason to unleash some pain and suffering on this turncoat. Don't worry. My spell will hold until we reach the confines of Kapora Tower.
Okay. I'm warming to her, definitely. Right, so this is still the Tower Sentinels. Okay. which is the 4th adventure
Let's
of
leave
9.
these Psijics to their work. We have a college to put back together.
Uh-huh. Whoa. Okay, where's this Ray Shrine? Oh, right, okay, so way over there. I'm not jumping off that height. This is in Guild War 2's where I've got a glider. But the gliders are fun in Guild Wars 2.
Hail, mighty warrior!
Sounds like a Nord to me.
Attention! Class is now in session!
What the? Excuse me. When you landed on the land where the shrine was, I couldn't help but picture one of the maps you get in shopping centres where you are here now. Fair enough. Just a man and these chickens? Well, yeah, okay. Oh, right.
Five Claw. After Roz spoke to the pretty Psijic Oriandra, whispers reached me about the illustrious Illumination Academy. They said that the Court of Bedlam hunts a Sapiarch there, so Roz had to come and see. Didn't expect all the crazy people, though.
A hunted Sapiarch. That must be one of the Tower Sentinels that came here to find them.
So the Crystal Tower really is in danger. This one finds that so hard to believe. The Crystal Tower, it's a bastion, a symbol of everything the High Elves hold dear. The Queen would be very cross with Raz if anything bad happened to the tower.
There are two Sapiarchs. They guard the diamond keys that can open the tower.
Now Raz sees why the Court of Bedlam seeks these particular sages. Very well. No need to twist this one's tail. Raz will help you save the Sapiarchs from the demented Daedric cultists. Let's look in the guest wing on the west side of the compound.
Lead the way.
This way. Follow Raz.
These seas may be treacherous, but fear not. Even the ocean winds quail at the sight of Captain
New arrivals?
Sorry, they usually let me know when new academics are going to arrive. I'm sure I can find a way to squeeze you in someplace. How long do you plan on staying?
I'm looking for a couple of Sapiarchs. Are they here at the academy?
Sure. They arrived a few days ago, but only Sapiarch Hanael stayed. She's working on a book of some sort. I think that's what she told me. Don't know where the other one scampered off to. She hasn't been back to her room in quite a while, though.
Do you think she left the academy compound?
Wouldn't think so. She left all her things in her room. Notes, valuable tomes. Not the sorts of items a sage would leave behind. Maybe she just got caught up in the nonsense outside. You can examine her room if you like. It's right over there.
Literally right here.
Hasn't been slept in. Such a waste of a perfectly good bed.
Sapiarch Imager, I think your decision to leave the academy and go to the ancient ruins was the right call. Something isn't right here, but I can't quite determine what that may be. I prefer to disappear into the academy books for days on end. I expect to spend a great deal of time hiding in the library's quiet study room. I feel so much safer within its comfortable confines. Let me tell you how I plan to organise my research. I will start by reviewing Tellinger's musings about the slow. The last time we met for dinner, he seemed put off that I could not recall every line of his writings. Second, I'm thinking of rereading the Imperial Geographical Society's test trees on sea elves. The Academy's library is really quite extensive. Third, I've been meaning to read the Mage's Guild description of our esteemed college. Okay, and finally, I believe some light reading is in order, something just for pleasure instead of research. I tried that technique made popular by the Sapiarch of foreign literature. Okay.
The Sapiarch's letter. She's hidden a coded message in the words. Raz has seen this done before.
Code, can you figure it out?
Hanael mentions something isn't right here. That she plans to hide in a quiet room. Very smart. It seems the Sapiarch knows that someone is hunting her. The list of specific books in a specific order, though. That's the key, Raz thinks.
So we need to find the books.
We need to find the books and the podiums. If Raz has deciphered the meaning of her code correctly. Let's hope we can find her before the Court of Bedlam does.
A cultist led a Daedric assault on the College of Sapiarchs. That's where I was before coming here.
That is disturbing news. The Queen hates Daedric machinations, especially the most overt ones. Let us hurry and try to find the Sapiarch.
Okay. Right. Oh, I didn't take this one.
If you're the person that's been following me, I warn you, I'll scream.
Okay, so I need to get the rest of the books. I just need to go around all the way. We have the books. Now we have to place them. Ah, right. Oh god, I've got to remember a letter, have I? Bugger. Okay. I wish I'd remembered the original bit a little better. Okay, let's hope they're not going to be too hard on us here. Okay, that's good. We can just try. I remember most of it.
A vanishing bookcase. Raz likes this clever sage.
My illusion spell. Who are you? If you're the person that's been following me, I warn you, I'll scream.
Sapiark sent me to find you in the other tower Sentinel.
I knew I wasn't imagining things. I told Imidril that we were being followed. If the head of the College of Sapiark sent you and told you we guarded the Resolute Diamonds, it must be a serious matter. Something involving the other alliances?
Daedric Princes, actually. Where can I find Imidril?
Daedric Princes, you say? As in more than one? Doesn't sound very good. Imidril went to King's Haven, not too far from here. The old ruins. He loves to poke around in that place every chance he gets. But I'm still a bit confused.
I'll go to King's Haven and check on him.
Raz will explain things to the pretty Sapiark and make sure she returns safely to Lilandril. You go find the one in the ruins.
Oh, thank you. That's so good of you, Raz. Right, where are these ruins? Just there. Excuse me, chickens. Some say goblins originated in Summerset, and some say the High Elves brought them to serve here as menials and slaves. They no longer perform those functions, but freed or escaped, goblin tribes still fry in the island's loneliest corners. That doesn't sound good. Alright, something's trying to get at me. Okay. What have we got in here? We're not dealing with Daedra anymore. Oh, that's good of them. Cleared all those ones out for me. This way? No. Not this way. Here we go. Ah, my food just ran out. How annoying. Right, let's just get some food. Oh! Who are you? Where are you coming from? How rude. Alright, kindly sod off. Let me have some dinner. Thank you. That adds almost 6,000 to my health, so it's very worthwhile doing. Oh dear. Burn the web barrier.
take me?
No worries, I've got you. I think. You there! Burn the webs! Quickly! Quickly! Mephalah's damn webbing. It's in all my nooks and crannies. Thanks for helping, though. No! Save the Dawnstar gem!
What just happened?
The spider poison. It's spreading fast. Take this. Resolute diamond. Don't let the Golden Knight sacrifice be in vain.
I'll protect the diamond. SilmarUK sent me to find you. Anil is safe.
Then you know we're Tower Sentinels. Guardians of the diamond keys that open the Crystal Tower. Please, make sure my diamond remains safe.
What happened to the Golden Knight?
Mephalah, Prince of the Secret Arts. She sought my diamond, but also seemed very interested in the Golden Knight. I fear she's taken him to the Spiral Skein.
Rest easy.
Tell Hanaya I'm sorry.
Oh.
Ah, there you are. The Ritemaster needs you back in Artaeum immediately. Find him in Kapora Tower as soon as you can.
This be a portal I can use? No, you're just going to leave me a special message. Not going to offer me a lift. I'll just take myself there then. Right.
Thank you for returning so promptly. Before we get to other matters, tell me about your search for the Tower Sentinels. Valcerin recounted the events at the College of Sapiox after she returned with Lathan. But I'm eager to hear your report.
One of the Sentinels is under the protection of Razum-Dar. The other one was slain by Mephalah.
Mephalah, curse her name. Along with her cohorts, Clavicus Vile and Nocturnal, she corrupted Lathan and threatens all of Nirn. But the Sapiox no longer have an attuned pair of key-bearers. That will make it harder to access the Crystal Tower.
Mephalah dragged the Golden Knight into her realm after he dropped this gem.
That Golden Knight is one of Meridia's champions, I believe. It seems that one Daedric prince is trying to help us. That gem is the Dawnstar, from the Dawnbreaker sword. Why take the Knight prisoner, though? What are the princes playing at here?
He said it will be harder to access the Crystal Tower now.
Oh, yes. Without two attuned Tower Sentinels, the Sapiox can't use the Diamond Keys to open the way to the Crystal Tower. The attuning process usually takes a year and a day, and I have no idea if they can hasten the process.
Remind me, who's Meridia again?
Meridia is the Daedric Prince of Life and Light, and the Matron of the Colored Rooms. She isn't part of the Triad of Princes. Indeed, it seems that she has specifically sent her champion to oppose them. We'll need to keep that in mind as we proceed.
Let's talk about the matter you summoned me to discuss.
It involves my missing memories. I've recalled an important detail and I need to show it to you. For now, let me compensate you for your efforts so far. I appreciate your help in all this. While you were gone, I have been scrying through my own memories, trying to find the missing events that will remind me where I hid the heart of transparent law. I believe I have discovered something significant.
You remember where you hid it?
Not exactly. While scrying through my memories, I saw half-formed thoughts and splintered recollections. I saw myself enter the dreaming cave beneath Kapora Tower, and I held the heart of transparent law in my hands.
Tell me everything you remember.
I opened a portal, but I can't recall where it went. Something intentionally blocked the destination from my sight. I entered the portal, and time passed. Then I was back in the cave, and the heart was gone. Will you accompany me to the dreaming cave?
I'll meet you there.
The answer to where I hid the heart of transparent law resides in the dreaming cave. Or, more precisely, through the portal I opened and once traversed. But therein lies the problem. It's best if I showed you. Meet me in the cave beneath this tower.
Tell me more about this cave.
The dreaming cave lies beneath Kapora Tower, where the various threads of magicka and other energies come together and pool like water running down a chain. Trained Psijics can use that energy to open portals to anywhere in Oblivion and beyond.
So you opened a portal to an Oblivion realm?
Perhaps. I honestly can't remember. If not for the success of my scrying spell, even this minor memory would still elude me. There's more to explain, but words fail me. I'll show you what I mean when we go down to the dreaming cave.
What was the projection you were looking at?
Just the result of my scrying spell. It allowed me to project images from my mind for further study, to look for details my memory alone may have missed. I watched one particular sequence over and over, the one where I took the heart into the cave.
That's how you remembered using the dreaming cave to hide the heart, then?
As I explained, the scrying allowed me to see myself take the heart into the dreaming cave, to watch as I opened a portal and stepped inside. Then the image faltered and skipped a beat. It ended with me back in the cave, but the heart was gone.
Where's Valsaren right now?
Valsaren refuses to leave Lathan's side. She's trying to get him to explain how he could forsake our order and pledge himself to a Daedric prince. I hope she can see her way through this. We're going to need her before all is said and done.
What happened between Valsaren and Lathan?
That's not my tale to tell. They both rose through the ranks of our order together. Fell in love, had a child. The rest, well, that's personal. I still find it difficult to believe that the Lathan I know could betray us.
Right. Dreaming cave, is it? Well, he did say underneath.
Welcome to the Dreaming Cave. Here we can open paths to other realms. This particular path is blocked by Daedric magic. I have an idea, though. Take the Dawnstar gem from your pack and hold it up to the barrier. Just as I surmised, the barrier, it withdraws from the Dawnstar's power. Dawnbreaker's gem contains a portion of Meridia's power, but on its own it isn't strong enough to dispel this barrier. We need to find the Dawnbreaker's sword and make it whole once more.
The sword and the Golden Knight were pulled into Mafala's realm. Oh.
Dawnbreaker's gem. We know that at least one Daedric prince has attempted to help us against the triad of Vile, Mafala, and Nocturnal. I think it's time to approach Meridia and solicit her help in this endeavor.
How do we get in contact with the Daedric Prince? I have been in touch with her before.
We need to
but...
locate a true believer, one of Meridia's cultists. If anyone can direct us toward Daedric activity on Summerset, it's Lathan. Talk to Lathan. See if you can convince him to help us find one of Meridia's priests.
Why can't we use the Dreaming Cave to contact Meridia?
As we've seen, the Triad of Daedric Princes was able to interfere with the Golden Knight's efforts to reach us. If I attempt to use the Dreaming Cave to contact Meridia, chances are they'll notice and stop us. We can't risk tipping our hand just yet.
And that barrier blocks access to the portal anyway, right?
The barrier doesn't block every possible path, only the one that I saw in my scried memory, the path that leads to where I hid the heart of transparent law. As Katora's magic continues to fade, I believe my memories will return in time.
What about the other sea slows? Can't the Abyssal Cabal replace Katora's magic?
I don't think so. Each member of the Cabal possesses a unique talent. Katora dealt in mind magic. When you killed him, that magic was lost to the Cabal. No. Now we must concern ourselves with the Triad of Daedric Princes.
Where can I find Lathan?
Just as you were attuned so you could travel to and from Artaeum, we use the same magic to prevent Lathan from leaving the island. He is free to wander where he will, but he can't leave. I believe he's outside, talking to Valcerin.
You really think he'll help us?
Lathan was a good man. I have to believe he still is, despite pledging his allegiance to Mephala and the Court of Bedlam. Besides, we need to contact Meridia. He's our best chance for getting in touch with one of her priests.
Remind me, I know that. So. Havocus File, Mephala, and Nocturnal. All bad. Very, very bad. Right. Where are you, Lathan?
I never planned to come back here. The memories are painful.
I still can't believe I had to find you and drag you back. Was our time together really so terrible?
You still don't understand. Our daughter will never again see this view, or hold my hand, or anything. I suppose it's too much for a prisoner to expect a few moments of solitude with his thoughts. Ah, well. So, what can I do for you? Has the Ritemaster sent you to interrogate me? Doesn't he trust my wife's talents in that regard?
Is there a Meridia cult on Summerset?
What a curious question. Do you actually believe that all Daedric cultists know each other? I hate to disappoint you, we don't. Although I can tell you that there are a lot fewer of the Lady of Life's followers now than there were before.
What do you mean by that?
The Court of Bedlam has been actively eliminating the competition, as it were. Oh, I wasn't personally involved, but I have it on good authority that the Meridia shrine hidden to the north of Shimmerine has been disposed of.
Court of Bedlam killed all of Meridia's followers in Summerset?
All? Who can say? I imagine that one or two of them scurried down a dark hole before the blade fell. Like rats, her followers are. I believe I have said everything I'm going to on this subject. Now shove off.
Guess I could go search around the north of Shimmerine.
That sounds like a wild Nixad chase. Didn't Razumdar mention he was investigating Daedric cults on Summerset? Maybe you should go talk to him. Razumdar has been investigating Daedric activity across Summerset. He's your best chance for finding a follower of Meridia, despite what Lathan has intimated.
Do you know where Razumdar is?
When last we checked, the Eye of the Queen was in Shimmerine, conducting his own investigation into the Court of Bedlam and other Daedric activity. If anyone in Summerset can point you to a priest of Meridia, it's Razumdar.
Okay. go ask Raz.
If the Queen's Eye wants to chase his own tail by following skeever scribblings, fine by me. Anything to keep him out of our business.
Step away from that scribble, newcomer.
Take a breath, bailiff. It's just a scribble, not one of Razumdar's conspiracies. Only one of the lesser races would deface a beautiful wall like that. I mean no disrespect, but my statement rings true. Razumdar claims the scribble contains a message of some sort, but I just don't see it.
Do you know where I can find Razumdar?
The cat mentioned he was working with a newcomer. But if you ask me about Daedra, I'll toss you down a pit. As I told Razumdar, Summerset banished Daedric cults centuries ago. Our biggest problem right now concerns these wall scribblers.
I'll pay for someone to clean this up if you tell me where to find Raz.
Is this a bribe? You know what? Just give it here. The cat thinks the scribbles lead somewhere. Follow the nose. Those were his last words before he darted off. At least, I think that's what he said.
Well, the nose is pointing that way. Aha.
Raz doesn't care who you worship. He just wants to know if your cult was attacked recently.
Periite would welcome you. Our prince accepts all kinds, and you'd be our first Khajiit.
You'd be our first anything, actually.
Five Claw, you have the happy ability to know where to find Raz when Raz has need of you. Getting information out of these Periite idiots is like squeezing milk from a stone. This is why Raz hates dealing with Daedric cults.
Raz, in your investigation into the cults, did you happen to find one devoted to Meridia?
Interesting question. Raz has learned that the Court of Bedlam has been attacking the cults of other princes, including those devoted to Meridia and Azura. Now, usually if crazy cultists kill each other, it's good for Summerset. But this feels wrong.
I need to talk to a priest of Meridia.
You do? Well, Raz trusts you. So I can tell you about an old friend who attends Meridia ceremonies in the Etonir Grotto. Raz doesn't approve, but it's her life, yes? This one will make contact and meet you outside Etonir.
I'll meet you there.
Raz was planning to head up north to Etonir after talking to these Periite imbeciles anyway, to check on his old friend. The Court of Bedlam's attacks on the other cults were particularly vicious, and this one worries so.
Psijic's captured a Mephala cultist. He says the princes are at war.
War? That would explain the attacks. Raz isn't an expert on Daedric cults, but this doesn't sound like their usual behavior. This one thought they just sort of left each other alone.
Court of Bedlam might have wiped out Meridia's cult with his attack.
That's a terrible thing to say. No, Raz refuses to believe it. Raz's friend is a survivor. She's got to be all right. This one will go and make contact. Make sure she's fine. Then we'll meet you outside Etonir.
Before I go, have you learned anything else about the Court of Bedlam?
Raz hears things. He heard about the attacks on the rival cults. He heard that the court consists of followers of 3 different princes. And he heard that even though the High Elves constitute the majority of the court's members, There is one dark elf.
One dark elf, is that
A
significant?
single dark elf among a group of high elves seems significant to us. Besides, everyone seems to fear her, but this one could not dig up any details. We should keep an eye out for this dark elf, yes?
Yeah. Right. Okay. So I think I am going to leave it there. I think we're about halfway through Summerset at this point. Maybe a little further. Thank you all very much for watching. I will be back on Wednesday at 7 PM UK time with Elite Dangerous. And I will be continuing Elder Scrolls Online on Thursday 7 PM UK time. And we'll carry on from here. If you keep an eye on my Twitter, which is linked there, you'll know if there's any changes to that. But thank you all for watching. Please stay safe. And I will hopefully see folks again soon.